Thank you once again for stopping by. This time around, things are beginning to unfold. The donors of this grant begin to ask questions, questions upon questions, and what is the answers? I want you guys to listen to this video and get informed. Don't be in the darkness or don't be in the shallow. Don't be in the shallow or in the slum. Get out today and listen to what was said in this video so that you keep your mind sharp and keep other people sharp by the time you share this video as well. Listen to what was said in this video and share this video on your social media platform so that other subscribers can also benefit through you. Appreciate you guys for stopping by and subscribe if you are not subscribed. And bye for now.
Reverend Ngwagachuku. Reverend, good morning, sir. I am the spokesperson of Beatrice Mbwa Odudu family. You made a statement that looks like, I don't know where you got that insinuation from, as if the Beatrice Mbwa Odudu family is struggling something with Jehoshaphat, Ambassador Jehoshaphat, or we are struggling something with money, or they said the money you are talking about. I want to put it on record, both to you and to everybody who is listening to me. Today is the 2nd day of July 2024. To the best of my knowledge, I establish again, to the best of my knowledge, there is no living human being of Beatrice Mbwa Odudu family or dead that is struggling with anybody on any issue of the said money. You have never seen any member of my family in any meeting where discussion is done on this money. You have never seen us in Abuja. You have never seen us with any meeting of any group, whether in the spirit or in the physical, where we are talking about this money. Neither have we come out to struggle with anybody on anything that has to do with this said money. We are just listening to the rantings in social media, and I am assembling all my facts and information based on what you people have been saying in the social media. So, and that is why most of the times when we are responding from the family platform, we respond based on what you call our attention to. So why I decided to put that on record is that I want you to correct the impression in your heart and in the heart of a lot of people who are thinking in the same line like you, that Beatrice Mbwa Odudu family is not for today struggling anything that has to do with the said grant of whether it is UAS, whether it is UAAG, or whatever name and inscription that is tied to it. There is nobody alive or dead of that family that is struggling with anybody, including Ambassador Jehoshaphat. We are not struggling with anything that has to do with money. So please, good morning, fellow Nigerians. Good morning to Reverend Ngwagachuku. Reverend, good morning, sir. Yeah, I am John Inkpe Moses Augustine Apie Ubwa. I am the spokesperson of Beatrice Mbwa Odudu family. The reason why I gave you my full 6 names is to discover that 3 are English and 3 are proper indigenous name of an Olom person of Boki local government in Cross River State. Sir, I listened to your voice note, and I took time to listen to it for over 7 times. And you must have known that when you call my name or my family, you will have a response. We don't look for who is not looking for us, and you can't see us joining issues and ranting in the social media without a cause. There is an adage that says when you see a rabbit in the daytime, it is either something is chasing the rabbit or the rabbit is chasing something. So you have called my family's attention, and I'm here to respond to the things I feel you should get it straight. Sir, once again, I want to acknowledge that in my person as a minister of the gospel of Christ, and with the number of years I have put in an active service to God's work, I am very careful when somebody quotes, "Thus says the Lord." You see, why I'm not in the position to judge what you said that God is saying is because it is not in my right to tell the creator of the whole universe who to speak to and what is the qualification of the person he can speak to. God, in time past, has spoken through donkey in the Old Testament. And I have experiences twice that establish my position that God can use anybody and can speak through anybody. 3 days when I got saved after I got saved in 1996, if you are used to Ecom, there is my office where I was working at that time is closer to the Ecom National Park. Ecom General Park. So I took a walk from my office. That is 3 days after I got born again. I took a walk from my office going to a place they call Border Road. There is a junction that is called Border Road Junction. Everybody who is conversant with Ecom knows that particular place. When I got to that junction, a madman called me by my name and told me, the madman was always staying in that place. The madman told me openly there, "You are a pastor." At that time, I just got born again 3 days after I met the person who preached to me. A madman told me I am a pastor. I laughed and walked away. What am I doing today? I am now doing the same thing that madman told me. This is what I have been doing for 27 years now. Then number 2, I also have another experience. And when I was on a missionary assignment in Umuhu in Okwato in Abombise of Imo State, 1999. I was in the house of my master that I was serving as a missionary in his village. Now, situations became very difficult for me. You know, it was just 3 years I got born again, and I left my father and my mother and I followed him to his village for a missionary work, and I have been there for more than 1 year and 6 months. Then at the end of 1999, I felt that things were difficult, and I have a father who does not play with his children, and I have my relatives who always looked at giving us support if there is any. And I have my mother and I have my elder brother and sister. So I now felt that, why am I going to be suffering here? Let me go back home to meet my parents. Remember, I was on a missionary trip. And I came out, carried my bag, came to a particular market that they call Afo Umuhu. Afo Umuhu, that is the market of Umuhu people. So I came to that market to pick a bike that will take me to the road where I will take a motor to Aba so that I can go back to Cross River State. As I was about climbing the bike, a mad woman dragged my cloth. What I'm telling you is a story that some people who are close to me at that time in NBC were aware of it. The woman dragged my cloth and told me, "Where are you going to? Go back to where God sent you an assignment." Reverend, I immediately came down from the bike, went back to Umunaga in Umuhu, in Okwato, in Abombise of Imo State, and I continued my missionary job. Now, these two experiences to my personal life is a message to me that God can speak through anybody, because He spoke to me at two sensitive points on my life through a madman and a madwoman. All right, Reverend, it is on this basis I will not have anything to say with your revelation or your dream. I want you to permit me to observe my reservation, whether I want to agree with what you said or I don't want to agree with it. Permit me, please, for the sake of my conscience and the sake of my trust in the God I served. I will not dictate for Him, neither am I having power to challenge Him. Permit me to say I am reserved on my opinion on whatever dream you had. I am not saying God did not speak to you. I am also not saying God spoke to you. Leave me at a neutral position. I have my reason, and God understands my reason. That is on the wayside. But I want to respond relatively to some of the statements you made that are calling our attention. Issue number one, you made a statement that looks like, I don't know where you got that insinuation from, as if the Beatrice Umba Odudu family is struggling something with Jehoshaphat, Ambassador Jehoshaphat, or we are struggling something with money, or they say the money you are talking about. I want to put it on record, both to you and to everybody who is listening to me. Today is the 2nd day of July 2024. To the best of my knowledge, I establish again, to the best of my knowledge, there is no living human being of Beatrice Umbwa Odudu family or dead that is struggling with anybody on any issue of the said money. You have never seen any member of my family in any meeting where discussion is done on this money. You have never seen us in Abuja. You have never seen us with any meeting of any group, whether in the spirit or in the physical, where we are talking about this money. Neither have we come out to struggle with anybody on anything that has to do with this said money. We are just listening to the rantings in social media, and I am assembling all my facts and information based on what you people have been saying in the social media. So, and that is why most of the times when we are responding from the family platform. We respond based on what you call our attention to. So why I decided to put that on record is that I want you to correct the impression in your heart and in the heart of a lot of people who are thinking in the same line like you, that Beatrice Umbwa Odudu family is not for today struggling anything that has to do with the said grant of whether it is UAS, whether it is UAAG, or whatever name and inscription that is tied to it. There is nobody alive or dead of that family that is struggling with anybody, including Ambassador Josephat. We are not struggling with anything that has to do with money. So please, we correct your impression on us, about us. We are not killing ourselves for any money. If we want to talk about people who are killing themselves for anything about this money, we are going to mention you. I want to repeat again. If we are going to talk about people who are killing themselves on the issue of this money, we will not count the list without mentioning you, because there are voice notes from October, November, December of 2022 that are in my custody of statements that came out of your mouth. There are voice notes that are recorded information that proves that you people are battling with issues. And you know that to tell you that we are not serving the God of Mammon, as some people have attributed it to. Now, a lot of activities that is tied to Beatrice Umbwa Odudu, you can't see Beatrice Umbwa Odudu family members. I mean family members from the Olom Boki extraction that you are going to see struggling anything with anybody. You can't see any of us. You see, we have a reservation, and I want to emphasize again, my family has a reservation, and we want to leave that reservation to ourselves until when there is time to voice out our reservation. Now, you discover that why we are worried now, and I felt that there is need to make one or two statements. Sir, Reverend, Nigerians are suffering. The hardship is becoming difficult. People are finding it difficult to eat. People don't have job. And I will still appeal on behalf of the Beatrice Umbwa Odudu family. If any of the actors has or is in possession of any money, please divide it to Nigerians. Nigerians are suffering. I want to repeat again. Nigerians are suffering. If anybody is having any hand laid on any money, divide it to Nigerians. I will drop that there. You know why some of you may not be feeling the sufferings that those of us are suffering who are Nigerians is because some of you have made a lot of money on this project. Millions. A lot of millions. A lot of you have people donating to you as your friends, and in the course of the donation you have been eating well, and then some people also have soul clusters and soul bundles and have been eating well, and you have a lot of money at your custody. Some of the monies you have, some of you wants to go to court to spend the money. Some of you are using the money to shout at some of us who are very poor and wretched, and you scream at us and take us to police and make things difficult for us. We are not worried. And there are some of you also, like one of our brother is asking people to liaise with him, to partner with him so that he can distribute his money for his project and so on. We are not worried. And you know, you are not the one feeling the heat. It is we the common Nigerians, which Beatrice Ungwa-Odudu family fall under, that are feeling the heat of this abracadabra gymnastic and movie. And that is why, if you check, I have not spoken anything throughout this year. This is the 7th month of the year, and I don't see any reason to have made any statement. I am just watching, just as my family is watching. So, sir, I want to establish this, that you correct that impression. We are not struggling anymore. If we are going to contend with anything called money, we have not done that yet. So I don't know whether you are also seeing prophecies that we are going to look at that in the future. Well, if you have seen it, there's no problem. But for now, from yesterday to today, there is no movement the Beatrice Ungwa-Odudu family has made that is contending with anybody on anything monetary. So that's why when you people use that comment, we just laughed and feel that whoever is telling you that lies should continue to tell you the lies, because some people enjoy when they are told lies. Now, I have responded to that. Please, we are not contending any money, and I have told you my formalist position. If you have any money to give Nigerians, whether it is palliative, it is grant, it is loan, or anything, give them. Nigerians are suffering. Give them and let them. The only issue is that if you have anything to do with Beatrice Ungwa-Odudu family, Oga, if you no come discuss with us, you are going to wait in that junction all through your life. I want to repeat, if you have anything that has to do with Beatrice Ungwa-Odudu family, Oga, I want to repeat again. If you check my voice note all through 2023, I am repeating the same statement. If you have anything to do with Beatrice Ungwa-Odudu and our family, Oga, if you not talk with us, you go wait for that junction till trumpet go sound. If you are doubting what I'm saying, watch out and be seen. If you have what to do, I come again, with Beatrice Ungwa-Odudu, come and talk with Beatrice Ungwa-Odudu family. All this hide and seek game, acrobatic and gymnastic, they need to work. There are some things that doesn't work. We have just followed a path that I have been saying that we are in the path of truth. We are not fighting anybody. We are not having any problem with anybody. We are just for the truth. We want to know the truth, and that is the truth we are following. And that is where we are. And that is where we are going to remain. Now, you talked of taking Ambassador Josephat to court. If you watch through the genesis of my voice note as the spokesperson of Beatrice Ungwa-Odudu family, I have sued for peace. From the first voice note on the 27th of April 2023, if you go back to listen to that voice note and you have a clean conscience, you will discover that I said Ambassador Josephat was to come and meet us through my invitation. I invited him. The reason is that there are some things that when he comes, I will discuss with him. The family will discuss with him. If we have had that discussion, all this jumping up and down would have not been there. That discussion was not held until we came out to say, Oga, no be so then they do things. So you don't take people for ride and feel that there is nobody in that family, and then you trample on everybody and feel that that family has a lot of very responsible people. And if there is no responsible person in that family, at least I'm talking to you and I look responsible. You don't need to tell me whether I'm responsible or not. I look responsible. My speech is a representation of my person. So, and if I don't look responsible, I wouldn't have been telling you, say, come out from social media, let us sit down and discuss. And you know what is the need of sending people? How many people have sent other people to their family? Where you married to, you are sending entourage. Are we doing political this, and who is fighting with who? Nobody is having any issue with you. You don't need entourage. You don't need escort. You don't need entourage. You don't need escort to go and visit the place where you married to. And then even if you don't want to go there physically to visit, what is your digital phone doing on your what is your phone doing? Can your phone not make a call? Instead of lining up a lot of people who come and increase problem for you, saying they are coming to settle matters, why not you pick up your phone and make the call? It was time for Nigerians to be saved. We are in this nation. The former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, no other person than the humble His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan, picked his phone and gave a call to the former president of Nigeria, who is President Buhari, when the result of the elections were not yet completely announced. That is a man somebody should be able to take humility steps from. He pick up the phone. If it is other presidents, they will say, for better for worse, this thing must go down except I win. Our beloved elder brother, an icon of humility, pick up his phone and made a call. That very character can be manifested by your brother, Ambassador Jehoshaphat, that you felt that he needed to talk with the family members of where he married to. We gave him a wife. We didn't sell him somebody's daughter. And the reason of the giving was because there is need for a relationship. So if you don't want the family members of this woman, they will be the one on your neck. Because if there's something that has to do with them, all of them will be looking at you. You'll be running a one-man battle. And that is why I felt that some of these things are not.